The YouTube Dementoid algorithm has blessed us. Although it's a sad one today. I watched like 20 seconds of this and it made me feel really bad. What I mean by the Dementoid algorithm is, as I'm sure many of you have noticed, YouTube has made good on, I guess, previous promises to support smaller channels. And one way they've done this is you are guaranteed, it seems, in your recommended on the front page and in the sidebar to get tiny channels, get teeny tiny channels, sometimes with literally less than 10 views. You will always get one or two when you refresh. I got one today that's a little, I don't know, I feel bad for this person, but that's not going to stop me from showing them to you like a freak in a cage. So I don't know, perhaps I don't feel that bad for them. We're still going to Joseph Marek them. We're still going to treat them like the Elephant Man, and throw vegetables. Hi, I am gender fluid and trying to start HRT testosterone. Follow my journey. They asked me to follow the journey, and so I like to do an amuse-bouche for my stream. You know what that is? When you get to the start of a meal, normally it's literally a single bite. Sometimes it's a little bit more than a single bite, but it's just a tiny thing to get your palate warmed up. This individual, we will be tasting. We might not watch the whole thing, we'll see. Don't worry.
Alrighty.
It's worse in motion. It's worse in motion.
Hi YouTube. I haven't been on here in a while.
It's a thematic video, right? We're reaching the end of September, we're going into October, the month of Halloween. We need a pumpkin.
If you watched my previous stuff,
this is alternate universe me.
Like my old videos, most of those have been privated now.
I think all of them have been.
As well as the name change. So, onto a new era.
Mastic.
But
do you like
the main
chewing?
reason I am making this video is I don't know if I'm coming back 100% to YouTube just because...
I wonder if they'll explain what's going on here. Is this like, PCOS or something? To be fair, this is what Hex looks like. True. So they want to start testosterone, but they have a neck beard. An okay neck beard. Is this what happens with PCOS or something?
I don't really have a whole lot, I feel like, to provide.
This is
like
sad.
For the platform.
On many levels.
That said, I am making this particular video like...
Because one, the self-pity and low self-esteem to think you have nothing to provide. But two, even worse, thinking anyone on YouTube deserves anything from you. Just put up shit because you want to. Just do it. You don't need to provide anything.
Because
Him Sterling.
myself am gender fluid. I use they, them pronouns. And
I say it every time. What do you mean use? Surely you use all of them. You would prefer to be referred to with those pronouns in the third person. You presumably use all of them depending on who you're talking about.
Unless you're like very close friends with me and I feel okay with telling you, hey, I go by this pronoun today, or hey, I go by that pronoun today.
Okay, me. I didn't think it would be this goofy. We found the Tumblroids all spread out over the internet and they're hard to find now. This is a member of the Tumblr diaspora. I don't feel too bad anymore. Imagine being this person's friend and having to check, oh, I want to talk about my friend, but I've got to text them first to find out what pronoun I should refer to them by when talking about them to you today. Do you think this person sends daily updates? Is there like a MailChimp? Is it MailChimp? You sign up, you're sent the secret form to sign up, and you get daily automatic updates when you're on the mailing list.
Unless you're like very close friends with me and I feel okay with telling you, hey, I go by this pronoun today, or hey, I go by that pronoun today. Just refer to me with they, them pronouns, unless told otherwise.
Unless you receive further instruction.
I'm making this video mostly because I'm going to be using my phone too, just to keep me on track.
Oh.
I'm gender fluid. My family knows.
Hi, gender fluid, I'm dead. Yeah, no shit, they know! But also, hi, gender fluid, I'm dead.
A couple of my really close friends know.
I think everyone knows.
And I want to tell everyone, like, I'm fucking gender fluid. I also wanted to talk about my experience on trying to
Let's go.
get HRT. For those of you that don't know, I am assigned female at birth,
I figured.
and um, obviously I'm gender fluid, so there's that. But
You said that a few times. We also could,
I really wanted to talk about
discern
like
that.
why I want to go on HRT. Just because when I was, searching through YouTube, trying to find people
Demonically possessed video, in fact. What is going on? Okay, YouTube really sending me the good stuff. What does gender fluid even mean? It means your identity changes from moment to moment. As they described, they'll update their close friends daily which gender they are and how they should be referred to on a given day. I wonder how they cope with static media. Like, what if their friend sends a message where they refer to them with a particular pronoun? Do they remember what gender they were on that day, and because it lines up with that, it's okay and doesn't cause them bad feelings? Or, you get what I'm saying? Media that sticks around. You drop a comment on Facebook referring to this person as him or he, but they see it on a day when they're she. Are they like, or do they remember, yeah, I was he on that day, so I'm not feeling dysphoric now?
like me, people who were assigned female at birth and trying to start testosterone.
you send a text and it's like text didn't send, but then the next day it goes through. Oh shit! Oh no!
But weren't trans men. It was really hard. Like, I didn't find any. Like, if you guys know of any, please put them in the comments.
If this person is going to be taking different HRT depending on their feeling on the day, I really want to pay attention to what that does to them. That's gotta, like, hit you pretty hard, right? If you're f***ing around with that. I wonder if they do it.
Like, tell me their channel. I will check
Surprise! I think we all immediately clocked it.
them out.
It's coming up.
But I quite literally could not find anything. I did find, like, assigned male at birth individuals who were gender fluid and starting estrogen, but
Femboy
I couldn't
privilege.
find
Femboy privilege.
anyone starting T. I do want to disclose that I already have a very high amount of testosterone. I have
How could we have guessed?
polycystic ovarian syndrome, so I already make a pretty good amount of testosterone. As you can see, I already have a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow.
Call the neckbeard. You have neckbeard syndrome. Buying Cheetos or cheese balls counts as gender affirming care for you.
As well as a little bit right here. I have some really long leg hair as well, and
thanks for telling me.
Check out these, baby. I got armpit hair.
I was all right, thanks, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Okay.
But there's more that I'm wanting from T. I definitely want a voice drop.
I want more from testosterone.
So there's that. I also want.
This is so many memes. This is so many tropes, perhaps you could call them. The magical hormone thinking. Why aren't you already practicing talking? Even as someone who is born male, you don't magically get a particular voice, right? Obviously, you're going to have a lower voice. You're going to go through puberty. You're going to get that voice drop. But I bet you this person has a particular voice in mind and is imagining the hormones just doing it for them. If you want a really low voice, A lot of that's technique, and it's to do with relaxation. You have to relax.
some bottom growth, and I'm also like hoping
I want
for some
bottom
more
growth.
facial hair and just more body hair in general, because
Doc, I want a big ass! Give me that T. Hit me with the gear.
that fits me and my gender identity and my gender expression more than what I'm currently working with. um uh
Can we do some armchair psychology as well? Oh, you think it means big clit. It's clit. You know what? In terms of like bottom surgery, top surgery terminology, I think it does mean big clit. Sorry, I was thinking Britishly, bottom, butt. Do Americans call it your butt a bottom? Okay. No, it's not the ass. It's the clit. You're right. I think my mind was protecting me from that thought. But back to the armchair psychology. Is this PCOS cope? Is this, I have PCOS and I'm pushed in this direction a bit, might as well go all in. What do you reckon?
just showing my hair so that way people can understand what I got going on. I need to get this reshaved, but eventually I will have the top will be longer and the bottom will still be like nice and cut.
Sorry, you want to take testosterone for the health of your hair? That's gonna go really badly, right? Am I incorrect? I'm not a an endocrinologist, but I believe testosterone is not friendly to your hair.
Anyways, I went in the 12th for a checkup and mentioned to my doctor, I have a really good doctor, wanting to start testosterone. And, I talked with my doctor, about like what my desired results were and
Okay.
like what I'm expecting from starting HRT testosterone. And he thought it would be a great fit. Um, and
Sounds like you got sold a car. This is weird. Like, when I went to the dentist, I find it weird, and I actually had a discussion with my dentist about this. The line being blurred between patient and customer. The way it's being talked about here sounds a bit like that. Obviously, with the dentist, there's a lot of cosmetic procedures they want to sell you, and things that can be done and things that can be talked about, which in part explains that line between patient and customer. But here, I don't know, man.
and I had talked about how I would really prefer not to go on injections, but I would prefer to go on the gel, just because I'm a little squeamish when it comes to needles. Uh, like at least
That's your line? So, I've done a little bit of digging on trans stuff, and apparently they normally seem to hate being prescribed anything that isn't, injectable. A lot of talk of Hun dosing and giving people, like inferior ways of turbocharging their transition, right? They complain about that. You're gonna get squeamish over needles. You're gonna try and significantly morph your body, but needles, don't know about that.
doing it to myself. I could probably help a friend who was doing injections. Like that probably wouldn't be an issue for me, but doing it to myself is an entirely different thing.
I'll inject you, but not myself.
Anyways,
Okay, fine.
I had called the pharmacy after he had prescribed the gel. Um, just to make sure it was covered by my insurance, because one, without my insurance, there's no way I'm going to be able to start testosterone, at all. Which,
I'd be a bit surprised if insurance would cover. I'm gender fluid. I kind of feel like maybe I want to be more masculine, whatever. I have a particular goal in mind aesthetically. Would it?
devastates me. Like, really devastates me because I've wanted to start T for a while. Um, anyways, I talked to my doctor, blah blah blah. called the pharmacy. They told me they were waiting on a prior authorization. So, to speed that up,
Oh
from
my
what I've
god.
heard from other people, was
I'm turning off the transcript. There are too many amazing spoilers.
to call your insurance company. Um, I'm autistic. I don't like speaking on the phone. Honestly, that's probably a huge reason why all of my videos disappeared. I don't like being perceived. Uh,
I don't like being perceived. What are you doing? Probably deleted my videos because I don't like being perceived. It seems like you have a fixation on perception, surely. Based on what I've seen so far, it seems like you really do have a fixation on that. Unless you're about to say I don't like being perceived as I am.
like, but general public. Uh, I'm honestly just making this because I want to help someone. I'm making this so that way hopefully someone on their journey.
All the greatest hits. My video about being too scared to talk on the phone, scared of injections, wanting gel, not getting insurance to cover it, I guess. I hope that inspires you and helps you on your journey. I am, well, not Mother Teresa, Father Teresa. What's the gender neutral guardian, parent or guardian Teresa?
Can see it, be like, okay, thank God, there's finally finally a video that I can kind of relate to.
Well, perhaps, oh God, I've changed my mind. That's helpful in its own way, probably in the best way.
Because I know seeing something like that for me would help me out. So,
Or maybe, damn, I thought I was doing badly, and you see this.
I'm
Parental unit. Bunny, you like the coneheads?
talking to insurance, and they told me they were waiting on waiting on the doctor to send a prior authorization. Blah blah blah. This has been like since the 12th. I've been trying to, with insurance. You know how fucking insurance is, especially in the United States. So talking back and forth with insurance, back and forth with my doctors.
All right.
Just so freaking annoying. Um, and I called. I want to say I called. Yeah, I called yesterday. I called my insurance company because my doctor had told me they had sent the prior authorization through.
Mm-hmm.
And so I called my insurance company to, check on its status.
Yeah, huh?
And, my insurance company had informed me that it was denied. They needed more information, and
I figured that's where we're going. Can we call the woke people aliens? Yo, you take on a new identity. The old you is dead. The new you does not have citizenship.
I I would be lying if I said I didn't start tearing up, because I did. I cried.
Okay.
I got off the phone. I'm on the phone trying to be as
No, my tears. I could be losing losing precious tea in my tears.
calm as possible, but I got off the phone. I did cry. I cried a lot. Cause it hurt. It really hurt, cause that's a huge step for me. Is getting on HRT testosterone. It just is.
Just
And so
is.
yeah, being
All the signs of having a fantasy in your head. Probably also a sign of running into disappointment in the future.
told no, and that the process was probably going to take longer, just was devastating. So I did. I cried. I called my friend Amanda.
Amanda, okay. Is Amanda also trans?
And talked to her about it, like how I felt, and my friend Amanda is a great supporter, really, really understanding, really supportive. I have yet to call the insurance company today, to check and see if they have sent the denial. They had told me yesterday they
Gotta
sent
make
the
a YouTube
denial,
video first.
but I told my doctor, and my doctor told me that they still haven't gotten that denial. So I'm gonna probably call the insurance company, let them know that my doctor has not gotten the
Gotta intercept that denial.
denial yet, and it's just it's gonna be back and forth, probably for a little while, and I just wanted to put this out there
Really
so
inspiring. That's
that
going to
way,
help
if
people.
someone else is trying to and they're like fighting with insurance, they know it's not just them. So there's that. Um,
All right, and can we get like an uplifting note to end this on in the last minute, please?
that's kind of all I got going
What's your
on.
last
Like
message to the world?
really, all I'm probably gonna end up talking about. Probably all this channel is gonna be about. Maybe I'll make a playlist of all of my gender specific videos and have them in one thing. And I might come back and do book reviews because I've been reading a lot. I actually just hit my
Damn, I'd
reading
love to
goal of
hear
this year, which
that.
was 75 books. I read 75
Alec Gunter mugged.
books this year. Um, and actually, I am currently reading another one because I can't stop.
What is it?
I'm gonna cover
I would have a seizure laughing if it was Harry
up my
Potter.
library name,
What you got?
but I am reading The Land of Stories.
What is
The
this?
Wishing Spell. This has been a series I've wanted to read as a kid, um, but I
Oh
never
man,
did.
Land of Stories, Wishing Well. Oh, spell. Sorry. 4.6 stars on Amazon. 9,000 ratings. Can we just say infantilized? Can we just say infantilized? I read 75 children's books. When the twins' grandmother gives them a treasured fairy tale book, they have no idea they're about to enter a land beyond all imagining. The land of stories, where fairy tales are real. There are very TOS jokes that can be made here. You can imagine them yourself. But as Alex and Connor soon discover, the stories they know so well haven't ended in this magical land. Goldie, I thought that said Girl Cox. Girl Cox is now a wanted fugitive. Red Riding Hood has her own kingdom, and Queen Cinderella is about to become a mother. Reading age 6 to 11 years. Hello, I need testosterone. It will really help me feel confident in my children's book review channel on YouTube. Alright.